All right, guys, we just got to Samara. Just linked up with Nick, the real estate guy, and he's gonna show us some property. I'm really excited about it, man, because you know I've been trying to think about places to move to, and so we're gonna look at some property here in Samara. Really good place off the coast, and just stay tuned, man. He's gonna show us some good stuff.
So my dad was always like super adventurous, loved to surf, loved to fish, and well, actually it was my grandpa. My grandpa moved down here first. He was a journalist for the LA Times, and he did a story on Costa Rica, and he just came down here and he loved it so much that he went back to Long Beach and he sold everything and he moved down here first. And my dad came down to visit, and same thing happened with him. You know, he was always an outdoors guy, loved to surf, loved to fish, and so he came down to Carrillo Beach. That's the beach we're gonna check out next. And he met my mom, and he's been here ever since. Yeah.
What's your dad's nationality?
He's from the U.S.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your mom is Costa Rican?
My mom is Costa Rican, yeah. So I grew up here. Like I'm a dual citizen, Costa Rica and the U.S.
Right.
But my whole life I've grown up and lived here. It's super popular for like locals around here, from like the bigger cities or from the areas nearby. So they come down for the weekends and they load up their car, they bring the barbecue cooler, there's like picnic benches here on the beach, and they just hang out, post up for the day.
Very beautiful, like it looks unreal.
Yeah.
This is unreal, this is crazy.
Yeah.
It has a Caribbean vibe to it.
A little bit, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Even though we're just Pacific Ocean, right?
Yeah, Pacific side, yeah.
It does have it's one thing I noticed about Costa Rica, even though the Pacific side, it has a Caribbean feel.
Yeah, over here, I mean, it's still super lush and tropical. You get
Right.
the palm trees on the sand, and yeah, it's definitely a beautiful area. And on the far side, you have it's like a little cove, we call it the bay. And that's where my dad's got his boat, his fishing boat, and people keep their little fishing vessels over there. So
Nice.
yeah, it's beautiful, nice area for fishing.
There are actually crocodiles here.
Yeah, there's crocodiles here. This next estuary we're gonna go through has a ton of crocodiles. And sometimes what happens is that in the rainy season, they like to go out into the ocean and they change estuaries. So that way, you know, they access different habitats or for mating or whatever.
So when you're selling your real estate, are you mentioning this stuff, or you want to sell the house?
Well, it's part of it. It's part of life in the tropics, so everybody knows about this. You know, we've never had a crocodile attack. You just gotta know where to stay away from, and definitely where to keep your pets away from, because some pets have been taken by the crocodiles. So
Wow.
this estuary right here is where there's a lot of crocodiles, and if you see the sign over there, it says precaution habitats, crocodile habitat.
And it goes straight to the ocean. They're like adapting to the point where they can survive in the ocean as well.
Yeah, I mean, they can survive there for short periods of time. So,
Right.
like, usually they'll go out and they'll swim to a different estuary and then they're out of there.
They're good to go.
But when they're in the ocean, they're not dangerous. They're just
Right.
moving from one side to the other.
They're just
Yeah.
trying to survive, pretty much.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so this is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home plus a 1-bedroom apartment. So it's a pretty big place. It kind of goes on and on forever. So let's see if I can get it open for you guys. Alright, so this is the first bedroom. This one has an ensuite bathroom, has AC. A little dining area here. And this is the kitchen. There's another bedroom over here, also with a little ensuite. This house just goes on forever and ever. So laundry, storage area.
Huge.
Yeah, so it was a smaller house that was originally expanded on. So this is the first level, this is the original level, and a second story was added with a couple of extra bedrooms, bathrooms, living space, and then down below we'll see the extension. There's a little apartment over there as well.
Well, what's the year? You know the year? How how old the house is?
This was originally built in 1995 and remodeled in 2020. So about 5 years since the original remodel. Comes fully furnished, all the appliances. About 4,500 square feet of construction, so pretty sizable.
What's the damage on this one? What's this one going for?
So this one, the asking price is $465.
Okay, 465.
Yeah.
How much acres of land? How much acres do you have?
So this one, because it's a little bit closer to the beach, it's a little bit smaller, the land itself. This one is only sitting on about 1/8 of an acre, if I'm not mistaken. 0.8 of an acre. Yeah.
That's almost an acre.
Yeah, or no, 1/8 of an acre, that would be...
You mean 0.25? Like closer to 0.25.
Yeah, closer to 0.25.
Closer to a quarter.
Exactly. Yeah, a little bit less than a quarter.
Got it. You can put this big of a house on less than a quarter of an acre?
Yeah, exactly. If you go 2 stories and if you build the entire footprint, then you can definitely...
Now that's creative.
That's creative, yeah. And that's the whole thing in Costa Rica, is that regulations, they're not as strict. There's not as strict zoning rules as in the US. So here you can get away with all kinds of different things.
I see that. Yeah. This big of a house in point...
Yeah.
Probably say 0.22.
Yeah.
It's pretty insane.
Exactly. Yeah. So this, like, almost all of the footprint of the land has been built on.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then we have upstairs, right?
Yeah. So here we can go upstairs. There's a couple of extra bedrooms up here. Yeah. So this is the expansion on the property. These bedrooms are a lot bigger. It's like almost the size of an apartment in New York, you know?
No, seriously. This alone is probably $2,400 a month.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. This is like a lounge bathroom.
Yeah.
And then the shower.
So if you're keeping the footprint of your construction the same, you don't really need to worry too much about the permits for adding a bathtub or remodeling or anything like that. But if you're expanding on the footprint, if you're expanding on the housing capacity, like if you're going from 2 bedrooms to 3 bedrooms, then you definitely need to get a permit for that.
Gotcha.
And they can be pretty strict. You know, Costa Rica is very careful about the development, making sure that it's sustainable. And the local communities have a lot of control over their water supply. And so they want to make sure that they have enough water to supply for the entire town. So they're very careful about allowing permits for expansions like this. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That was the master bedroom we just got up.
That was the master, the biggest one. Yeah, this one's a little bit smaller. Still has a king size bed though. Still pretty big, super spacious, ensuite bathroom. Nice balcony off the back of the property too.
Well, let's check that out.
Yeah, this one's pretty.
The view is nice.
Yeah, let me open up here for you.
Oh, you can have some fun out here.
Yeah.
And then this is the neighbor's house?
So this is part of the property. This is the backyard. So you have a pool, a barbecue area, a little lounge area down below.
Yeah, so they just pretty much maximize that full point to they maximize it, which is good, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So this place has a apartment.
Yeah.
Is that included
attached apartment.
Is it concluding? Is that part of the 4-bedroom?
That's an extra bedroom, so it would be 5-bedroom in total.
With the apartment, and you can, and most people obviously that's very valuable because they can rent that out.
Exactly, they can rent it out, or friends or family are coming to visit, they can stay there. This owners, they have like some older kids, so when they come, they stay down below. So yeah,
nice.
It's
All right,
perfect for
let's
them.
check that out.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So
big
that's
place.
y'all. Now that changes a lot. $500,000 looking okay with the pool, man. With the, you know.
It's a good sized pool too. It's not like
Yeah.
a tiny little dipping pool, so pretty spacious back here. So they really maximize their whole area.
They used
back
every
here.
bit of the property, and I like the shading over it too, because you don't really see the neighbors as much.
Exactly. Yeah.
You
When
know?
you're back here, you don't hear them, you don't see them. You're separated, so it's pretty nice and private.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's dope. All right, then the apartment.
Yeah, so this one has a little attached apartment over here. So let me... anyway, this
That's
is the
nice.
apartment. Yeah, so little barn doors, ensuite bathroom here, and it has a small kitchenette. So not as big, not as spacious as the rest, but you know, it's nice to have this option here.
You can definitely, especially knowing like those are your grounds.
Yeah.
You can definitely like live in here for sure. Yeah.
Almost anything in life, yeah. So we're gonna climb up about 1,000 feet from here, and we're gonna check out the next lot.
This is when the Land Cruiser is gonna earn its money right here, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Gonna put it to work.